Come on, set. 50, plant.
Hey, 4 down.
Shoot.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. From the shotgun, Wilson. His own caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff?
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Jet bomber. Watch the screen.
Screen.
Look at me. Zipper.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Snap.
To try again after the sack. Jones, they'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And down he'll go at the 25.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Ready.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Hey, Charlie. Ready.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And Tate's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54.
Fire.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 32 that time. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like...
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. Right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. These two teams all tied after 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught. Nelson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. To throw is Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Carson, and an alley to run. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. They run for it with Carson. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Melvin Ingram, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
57's right. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker. Sponge, Sponge, Sponge. No.
Yep. Go. Go.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's crazy.
From the 41, Wilson. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Down the throw here, complete on the right sideline. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Come on, Dad.
Tight dog.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He lets it, and this is taken in at the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 86 is on the go. 86 is on the go. That's you.
Greystone, travel.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Check.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, lock it. Snap.
Now Jones. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Hey, high 7. No, go. Fight.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Check. Shit.
95.
You go tight. You got tight right there. Check 31.
They run again with Carson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. This is Carson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
He's checking. Any weapon. 29 is the mic.
Listen.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
Left pass.
Check 43.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Jones throwing on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check. Watch 54. Are you getting ahead? Mike's 50. ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. He's coming.
Shoot.
From the gun, Jones. He completes it to Tate. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong, you know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 31-yard line.
Set. 91. Hey, Echo. Hey. On defense.
From the 31, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He's got his man. This is Tate. That one goes for 36 yards.
A gain of 36 yards.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, all the way down at the 21-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. 6-6, pull it high.
You can't block me. Mike 5-4.
Hey, orbit.
Yo.
Ready?
Here's Jones on 1st down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, They have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
80 weapons.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, exit. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
36, 36.
Go.
And the blitz does come. And he's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Hey, Delta. Go.
57 to Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 57 to Mike. Go.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
At the 28-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson operating from the gun. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On the return, it's Tate. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Let's go. Hello.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Rush in. Check.
Look at me. Zipper. Get it.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
50 Cent, Mike, 50 Cent. Check the out, check the out, check the out.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Jones. It's caught. Shepard. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker.
On the ready.
Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Now.
They'll run it again with Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
On 1st down, Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop.
It's just me and you. It's just
Go. On the ball. Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Charlie.
54. Mike 54. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Jones now on 3rd down. He's going to wind up, and this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken short. Able to push his way through. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He's back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Caught by Nelson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. He'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Throwing now is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
29 is the mark. No pass. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. I'm coming. 14.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.